I knew some people that planned to become governors in this country some years ago. I knew what some people said. But it's like those things are just going away. No, they won't go away. The current crisis will just bring such dreams to reality. So what you need to do now, like I said, you say your lips and you begin to walk. He said, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. It has not entered into the heart of anybody. Underline that. It does not enter the heart of anybody what God planned for those who love him. So it means God will not tell every one of us the same thing. So the country is like this today because some people are not acting based on what God told them. Some people believe that those things are not realistic. And they don't know that it's going to be an individual that will push it. Do you get it? It's not going to be general. Do you get it? A strong individual will push something. So looking around now, that your ticket to leadership is open. Leadership is an open game. Do you get it? You just need to be strong now. This is the period to now live within the country of your thoughts. Yes, I will repeat that again. To live within the country of your thoughts, to stay within yourself. You are the only citizen of that country. You and God, you are in that same class. He's teaching you so many things. Like I said, he will only call you. He will, and you are trying to look for what my mentor called approval addiction. Do you get it? You want one or two people to approve. They won't approve it. When Moses wanted to become leader, he tried to help people. One of the things they did against that man was that he said, "What? Come. Who make you a leader over us?" And let me tell you that people will likely criticize the things you want to do. And people don't like that criticism. People like to be religious, especially in this, our client. People just want to maintain the status quo. And let me tell you, we cannot be doing this. I expect miracle to happen. We need some individuals to rise and do something unusual. This is where you need God. It is when there is a problem and you are the only one thinking of solution, then it will back you up. Because let me tell you, God can never abandon this country, no matter what we are saying. God can never abandon this country because there are many things He planned for this country before the foundation of the world. How can we be the biggest black nation in the world and we are thinking God will just abandon us? No. But I'm here now to challenge some people. Do you get it? The things you want to do, you have to nurse it in your heart. And that's what I want to tell you today. When you have a dream, you have to understand two seasons of the dream: the nursery stage and the note it stage. I repeat, the nursery stage and the note it stage. The nursery stage is the period where you keep it. You don't share. You keep it, you check it over and over, delete some things over and over. You take time, because the moment you push out the things you want to do, the angry citizens will kill it. They will just say, this thing is not possible. And every person in this country today is hopeless. But when your dream is not solid enough, the vultures in our society will just kill it. They will just say, "Yo, boy, you are just a dreamer. This thing is not going to come to pass." That was what they told Joseph. Do you understand that? But that guy nursed that thing for 13 years. So, have you nursed anything for 13 years? Have you nursed anything for 20 years? Have you even nursed anything for 30, 40 years? So, when you look at it critically, that the country will remain the same until you push those things out. So, one of the things you do in this class that I will teach you, number one, is to absorb the thought. God speaks through our heart. It drops vision. And I used to tell people, the most important people that God discusses with in any society are the entrepreneurs. At times we used to think that it's the religious people. No. God speaks to spiritual people. What are spiritual people? Spiritual people are not even the people we think we know today. Spirituality is not when we shake our head. Spirituality is when you can see the solution to the problem of a society. Complex problems, and you are willing to solve it. Then, if you are spiritual, you are not the one that will just talk anyhow on the street. You need to act like Nehemiah. In Nehemiah 2:12, the Bible said that he sat down and he said, "I have not discussed with anyone." So God is looking for somebody that he can trust, that cannot hide the answer to Nigerian problem in this person's heart. And there are many people like that today. And I know for sure they are coming out. And I believe I'm here today for such people. I don't know where you are, anywhere in the world. Some of you are still coming to do something for this country. Some of you are still coming to do something great. You know those things. But the question today is that you need to keep those things and allow them to grow to maturity. Number one, you too must grow. Do you understand? It's going to put the burden of a whole nation on your shoulder. And let me tell you, that thing can be very, very heavy. Do you get it? And I know you are scared. But to be sincere, he's not going to leave this country because he will not come down. He's going to put, not that he will put, he put those things in our heart already. But because we are thinking that we are the same, we are thinking that there's a general problem. I can't just look at this. There are times when people are complaining. You know, you get to your office on Monday morning, you say, the price of this like this, price of this like. Most of the people you are discussing with, they are dangerous people. Some of them are already building, some of them are saving, some of them are planning to travel. Do you understand that? Everybody is just keeping quiet. But you know, we talk generally, but we keep the secret. But the question I will ask you today is that, which secret are you keeping? Do you have any secret? Do you have any ideology? Do you have anything you want to do at a time like this? Because you must not just open your mouth and declare hopelessness. You must come within your heart and nurse the dream that God put in your heart. And I've discovered one thing. If you keep working on that dream, you will talk less on the street. Shall I say this again? If you keep working on that dream, you will talk less. You will complain less. Do you get it? Because you'll be too joyous to work on what He put in your heart. Say, I've not discussed. So you learn to seal your lips and see what He's going to do in your life. And what a goodness for Him to have put something in your heart. And let me tell you, at a time like this, when people say there are leadership crisis, this is the best time for you to come out. Because this is not the time where you want to do something and somebody will shut you down. Because there are no answers. So for David, he didn't know the stone could work until he got there. And when together, these guys cannot use their spear, they cannot use their sword. Oh boy, let me use the stone. And they used the stone. Although nobody tried to use the stone later, but it was recorded that the guy used the stone. So there is a room of creativity during crisis. There is a room, just a little space of creativity during crisis. I say again, there is a room. So it could be for 2 years, it could be for 3 years, it could be for a few months. But let me tell you now, this is the time we've been waiting for. Everybody is speechless. Everybody is hopeless. Nobody can say today, this is the way forward. Then why can't you show us the way in your own little way, in your own little strength, in your own little corner? I can assure you, nobody will shut you down this time around. Whatever that is in your mind, bring it out. So I'll continue from here. Next time we meet, I'll be speaking on how to think. How to think. There is something deep inside of you, and you need to bring it out at a time like this. Don't forget, not everybody complaining is actually angry. Some people are gathering facts. So be careful when next you get to the bus, when next you get to a place and you start shouting. Some people are gathering political strength. Some people are gathering business strength for the future. Don't be a victim in a nation full of potentials like this. God bless you. If you are a Nigerian, then I invite you to join me on this channel because I have something to tell you about this nation. And I think you will need that thing because it's very, very important to you at a time like this and for a very long time. My name is Timi Afeni.